Hi dear students, welcome to my class for 9th students. This is the continuity of us. Is matter around us pure? Is matter around us pure? In the last class we are already discussed about the matters and surrounding the matter is not a pure form. These are all mixtures. So pure means according to science it's the component or a substance is made up of only single type of particles or these particles have same chemical nature. This is what pure. According to common peoples, pure means having no adulterations. Having no adulterations. When you go to the stores, you have to ask the so many things. We want a pure oil, pure sugar, pure milk, but actually these are all mixtures. Even gold is not a pure, so it is a mixture. It is alloys. We call as alloy. So gold is a mixture of gold and copper. Then only we can make the jewelries. Okay, na? So maximum components or maximum substance surrounding us, these are all mixtures. Air, blood, also water. These are all mixtures, and also drinks, soft drinks, juices. These are all mixtures. So now, do you know what is mixture? Mixture is a substance. Mixture is a substance. This is made up of, or it is formed by the different kinds of, or other than more than one kind of pure substances. Two different, two or three, so many, like they are mixed up closely, or two different types of components formed together. This we call as mixtures, or simply mixtures are constituted by more than one kind of pure form of matter is called as a substance. That is substance, pure form. Single type of substance is there now. That's we call as substances. Two or more, or one or more substances, different substances we call as mixtures. These mixtures we cannot separate it into other kind of matter, other kind of matter. That means by the physical process, means evaporation, filtration, hand picking, so many physical processes there now. So from these, which one? Physical process we cannot separate out these mixtures. So how can you identify? How can you separate out the dissolved sodium chloride? Dissolved means sodium chloride dissolved in water. Can you remove the? You can evaporate the water from the NaCl, but itself NaCl is a mixture. Na plus and Cl minus ions are present. Sodium ions and chloride ions. So that's why mixtures from the mix we cannot differentiate or we cannot separate it by physical processes. Okay, in this class I am going to discussing about the types of mixtures. Types of mixtures. Depending on the nature of the components. Depending on nature of the components. Nature of the components, we have different types of mixtures. They are, first one is homogeneous. Homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. And the second one is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous mixtures. For this we have a activity. Take a 4 beakers. I am taking 4 beakers named as A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. For this I am going to fill half of the water. Half of the water. All 4 beakers contains water. Right. For this I am going to add copper sulfate crystals. CuSO4, copper sulfate, small pinch of copper sulfate. For this, two spatula, two spoons of copper sulfate, 2 spoons of copper sulfate to this spatula. And C and D, we have to add the potassium permanganate, KMnO4, okay na? Water and KMnO4. And then next, this water and also water, NaCl, and then soil. So these are the mixtures, okay na? So in this we have the water and copper sulfates mixture, and here also copper sulfate and water mixture. In this small amount of copper sulfate present in this somewhat larger than the first beaker A. This two beaker, second B beaker is having more copper sulfate ions. That means intensity of the color is high in these solutions. Okay na? So next is KMnO4, water and KMnO4. KMnO4 crystals are in violet in color. When you add to the KMnO4 crystals to water, it gives to pink color or dark purple color. Okay na? So next, NaCl and water and soils are present. Okay na? These are the beakers having this. If you carefully observe this, these solutions, these mixtures, these three beakers, the copper sulfate completely dissolved in the water. Copper sulfate completely dissolved in the beaker A and beaker B. But intensity of the color, is less, here more. Okay na? Here also KMnO4 completely dissolved in the water throughout the mixture, uniform composition. Or I am taking one more beaker for this. I am going to fill the water. For this I am going to add sugar. Okay na? This is water and sugar mixture. The sugar particles completely soluble uniformly. So if you check the sweetness of this mixture wherever, in this or in this portion or small portion, wherever you check in this beaker, the taste of the sugar or taste of the sweetness is uniform or same wherever you check. Any portion of the beaker you can check, the sweetness is same. That is a uniform composition. That is what? Homogeneous. One component completely mixed with the another component. Uniform composition throughout the solutions. This is called as homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous means one component is completely mixed to the other component. One component is completely mixed to the another component by uniform composition throughout. This is what? Homogeneous mixtures. Let's see this beaker. In this we have water, sodium chloride and soil. When you add the sodium chloride to this water, it gives the homogeneous. After this you have to add the soil. So soil is cannot dissolve in this water. Or take one more beaker. For this beaker, add some water and once again add the oil. Physically, we can observe the two physical portions or two phases. So two phases. Oil float on the water. Water is in below side, oil is in upper side. This type of non-uniform composition throughout is called as heterogeneous mixtures. Right, ma? So you can check in your home also. Take a beakers, add a pinch of sugar to that beakers and water, shake well and stir well. The sugar particles or salt particles completely soluble in the water. Wherever you check the sweetness or saltness of the solution, that is same. The saltness or sweetness we call as concentration. Concentration. Okay. Now? So that we call as uniform compositions. So solutions having uniform composition throughout the solution we call as homogeneous mixture. The substances are the solutions which cannot having the uniform composition throughout. This is called as heterogeneous mixture. Okay. Now, now we have to understand the concepts of the homogeneous and heterogeneous. Once again, another activity is there in your textbook. Take a beakers, once again 4 beakers. For these 4 beakers, once again add few crystals of copper sulfate and water already present in these beakers. Okay, na? Copper sulfate, CuSO4, small crystals and 2 spatula of copper sulfate. And this add a chalk powder or wheat flour. Okay, now in this add a milk or ink. So these are all done in this activity, homogeneous. Okay, now but in this especially when you take a beaker, in this beaker we have to add water and chalk powder. Stir well. When you stir well, these particles are after leaving time, so these particles are settled down. Okay, na? So after some times these particles, chalk powders are settled down in the bottom side. This type of we call as suspensions. Suspensions means the particles are settled down. These are mixed. Their chalk powder and water are dissolved, but these settles in the down. The chalk particles are settles in the downside. This is called as suspensions. Like that, we have to next in this. We have in this beaker water and milk or water and ink. So for this beaker, you add a small 1 drop of milk, ink to this. The ink particle slowly dissolves to this water. When ink and water dissolve completely, if you on the torch or if you pass the light to this beaker, if you can observe clearly the path of the light. Okay, this is we call as colloidal solutions. So in the next class we have deeply study about the solutions, suspensions and colloidal solutions. Okay, thank you.